This is a slaying moment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Slaying for Me. I hope all is well and you guys are good and you staying good and you're looking good and you're feeling good and you're being good. All of those goods. But anyway, I am not gonna be before you long. Child, this computer loud, disrespectful. I'm not gonna be before you long, as the preacher would say at church if y'all been in the service before. They say I'm not gonna be before you long. But anyway, so this will be the last episode for right now while I'm on my sabbatical, my hiatus, to focus on myself. I just want to come on here and chat with you guys. Just, drop some gems before I leave and just update you guys on what's going on with me. As I said it before in my last week's episode, I said that I'm releasing a book. Look at me. I am out here doing it. Sometimes you got to be like, look at you. Girl, you better act up. Sometimes boy, you got to act up. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to do that for yourself. You got to say that to yourself and speak it to yourself. And I'm so thankful. Before I hopped on with you guys to speak with you guys, I had a conversation with my publisher about recording the audio version of the book and the coaching that I need for that. As much as I speak to you guys and it's as free as it is, when you reading and talking at the same time, it is an art form. Okay. I know that most people don't read out loud, and reading out loud will cause you to know that you're not an out loud reader. Okay. And I do pretty well with the reading out loud. It's my book. I know what it's about. Right. But you got to really get the words right, because people be like, they ain't say that. What she just said is not what she said in this book. So you got to be verbatim with it. So it's an art form to read out loud and be able to say exactly what the hell is on them words, what's on the paper. So that's definitely been an adventure, but I'm excited for my book to be released. It's going to be released on March 2nd, 2023. And I want you guys to continue to follow me on Instagram. Like, my life is, my podcasting life is on hiatus, but, my life still goes on, and I still, motivate people through my social media, at Alana Fuss. So I want you guys to continue to follow me if you want to. If you're like, girl, you done took a hiatus, then I'm just gonna wait until you come back. If you feel that way, I understand. But, the book is coming out March 2nd, 2023. That's on my mom's birthday. I don't know why I decided to launch it on my mom's birthday, but it just felt right, like the 2nd of March. And it just felt like a great time to release something like that in the spring, before the spring even comes. And, how you do something, like, you have a dream about something and you actually start doing it, and then it starts like coming together for you, for things to like present this thing to the world. I'm not much of a nervous person when it comes to putting my creativity out there. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I don't know if people gonna like it. I really don't care. Like, I feel like people are going to receive what they receive. Like, it's a lot of people in the world. It's a lot of different artists in the world that I'm like, oh, your stuff is just not for me. Like, it's not my type of judge. It's not my lifestyle. It's not the way I'm walking. It's not the direction I'm going to be looking into. But they have people that are definitely looking into their direction, walking down their street, turning down their corner. Okay. And I believe that there is something out there for everybody, as artists, as creatives, and in general, as creators and dreamers. Not just, you don't have to be like an artist or a musician or anything like that. You can just be a person that has a dream. Any dreamer, when you do something and you're out there and you putting yourself out there, you putting your resume out there so you get your dream job. It's a lot. You know, some people gonna take your resume and be like, oh, this is a fire resume. Other people gonna be like, this resume kind of trash. So it just depends on the person that wants to receive what you're putting out. Right. So I've always been cognitive of that when I create anything, because I want, you know, I do everything from the heart. Whatever I do, I'm doing it from the heart. I'm not half-assing anything that I give to the world. Like, because it's so funny, because I was writing my bio today for a profile. I submitted my a short film to a film festival and they needed my bio. And I always find it very interesting, like really talking about myself, like really explaining, like writing a bio about all of the things that I've done. Like, it's just so weird because you do so much and you just be like, well, is this being bragging? You know, am I bragging that I done this stuff? Like, yeah, it's your bio about you, but it's like, you don't want to come off like, yeah, I did that and I did that and I did that. So when I was writing the bio today, I looked at it from a perspective, like everything that I do is from God. This podcast came from God. It was not that I wanted to hear myself speak. It wasn't that I wanted people to just listen to me. It was a gift from God. God gave me the vision to start this podcast. And it's going to continue. I'm just taking a hiatus. I'm doing my sabbatical because I got to get my mind right. And I explained that to y'all, how important that is to me and how much I want to give 110% to you guys. But at this point in my life, I need to really focus on my own mental right now, physically, my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health. And that's important to me as well, as much as it is important for me to give you guys all of the motivational safe space and create it. I got to be in the safe space as well, you know? So, what I was saying was, you know, everything comes from that I present out into the world comes from God through me, right? So I take that very serious. Like, I take it so serious that, you know, I don't really care what people think, because those people that are seeking the light of God and they see it in what I'm doing, they gonna gravitate to it. So I don't really get upset when people don't like my stuff. Like, it's just not my goal to get upset about that. Like, I feel like I'm confident enough in who God chose me to be and what vision he gave me that the people that want to see it, they gonna see it, right? They gonna receive it. They gonna respond. And some people might not even respond, but they heard it. They received it in their own way. And, you know, those seeds that you sow into people that don't even say no words is still a seed that you sowed nonetheless, right? So when you're a dreamer, and I was listening to a sermon by my Pastor McCoy FCBC. I was listening to a sermon that he did today called Unstoppable. Well, it wasn't today. It was like a couple of weeks ago, but I'm late, yeah. Unstoppable Dreamer. And I was like, man, when I tell y'all, if you check out FCBC sermons on YouTube, they're available on YouTube. You can follow them on Instagram. It's such a great community for a church. But look at that sermon and listen to it, because it's so powerful, because it talks about the dreamer and how when you're a dreamer, it talks about Joseph and how when you're a dreamer, your dreams, once you speak them out into the world, they start moving. God has already got them in motion because he already put it inside of you. That's how I feel about my book. Like, I feel that way about my book. When God put that in my spirit, was like, write this book out, and I wrote it, and it took some time for it to get there, for us to get to this point, but it's right on time, friend. How he was talking about how Joseph had the dream, and when he told the dream to other people, his siblings, when he told the dream to his siblings, they were fearful. They was like, what? you had a dream about us bowing down to you. And it was just like, sometimes when you share your dream to people, it's so scary for them because they know that you have the power and God gave you the power to actually do it. Right. So for me, I share my dreams with people. Sometimes I don't share my dreams. Sometimes I keep them to myself. Sometimes I, hold on to them a little long. And I do reveals, like I'm doing a reveal for this book. You guys, I've been working on this book since I started the podcast. I ain't tell y'all nothing, but now I'm telling you because, I just felt comfortable saying what the dream was. And sometimes I don't share my dreams because it's an idea stage. Like God give you just a little snippet of the vision and you got to gather the rest. And I don't like to be in the space and tell people why I'm in the gathering stage. Like sometimes I just have to be, you can call it the idea. My husband call it the idea stage. He learned that very early on, that when I have a thought and God puts something in me and I bring it to you, don't ask me no questions. I just got the thought. I got to sit and marinate on the thought and pray about it. So a lot of the times people don't share their dreams because they don't know where they're going to start with it, with the vision or the dream that God has given them. But this book was plain and clear. It was straightforward. And the sermon that I listened to today while I was working out, it solidified that. I've always been a dreamer. I've always been a person that dreams with my eyes closed and my eyes open. And God has always gave me foresight on a lot of things or gave me ideas to help change the world. And I don't take that for granted. Sometimes it could be a little superficial, like, oh, Lord, I don't want to do that, blah, 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 blah. Or I'm doing this because of this. But at the end of the day, for me, He gave me the vision. So I got to take it seriously. Like He gave me the dream. I can't like play around with it. I got to be in motion. Like I got to be, I have to be dedicated. I have to be committed to the vision and the dream that He gave me, because everything that He gives has a purpose, not just for me, but for someone else, for a generation that I ain't ever even gonna talk to, for people that I probably won't ever come in contact with. I mean, it's, your dreams are bigger than you. And I was saying that in my bio. I said that all my stories, every story that I've created, I produced a lot of products, a lot of projects. The film that I just submitted to this film festival, that is God sending a message through me and through my writing, through my production company, through every event that I produce. That's God. And even this platform is God speaking through me. Right. And, when you think about that, that's a heavy thing. That's heavy, yeah. Heavy, it's good. That's a good, if you haven't seen Dreamgirls, the movie, or you've watched the play in general, the original play, or Dreamgirl, the movie, go check it out. That's where that reference came from. But anyway, it's very heavy thinking about that when you really tap into the fact that your spiritual and your art life intertwine with one another, and how connected and how God shows up through everything that you do. It's really heavy because you really have to be cognitive with how you present the vision that He gave you to the world. Is it selfish? Like, am I only thinking about myself? And in the process, one thing for me, when I do productions, I always want everybody around me to feel like we're a part of a family. You're a part of my family, even if, it's for 16 weeks and we're doing rehearsal for this play, or we gonna be here for 5-6 months, whatever. You're a part of my family. I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about your well-being. I'm concerned about your mental. I'm concerned about your physical. I want everybody around me to feel like they're loved, they're appreciated. You're just not here because you're here for a reason. It's a reason why we are gathered in this room together to bring this story forth. So I take that very serious when I'm on sets, when I'm with my crew, when I'm with my cast, when I'm working with my team. We are a family. We are a unit. We move together. It's like, yeah, everybody has a certain position and it's different ranking, but at the end of the day, we the team, and we the dream team. When we step on this set, this is our movie. This is our play. This is our production. It's not, yeah, I'm the producer, writer, director. That none of that matters if I don't have team, if I don't have the crew, if I don't have the tribe, so I always try to project and spread love. Love is Enough Productions is my production company. It's not just because it was a clever name it came up, but I used to always say love is enough. Sometimes showing love is enough sometimes. Showing it, because love can be spoken, love can be shown in actions, and it's a feeling that you feel. You can feel love from someone that that's genuinely loves you, cares about you, appreciates you. Love changes so many things. So for me, it's always enough to love. I always got enough in me to love someone or show my love, my compassion, my empathy, all of those things. Kindness comes from love. Being kind means that you are a person that is filled with some type of love that you want to just give it to other people, So for me, I always look at my dreams like, if this is God speaking through me, man, this dream about to blow up. It's about to be amazing. As my little cousin would say, amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to go beyond what I even thought it was. Sometimes we don't even know how far the dream will go and how far the dream, God can give you one dream, and then that dream come to fruition. Then in the midst of you dreaming or that dream coming to fruition, another dream that you had years ago might also come to fruition in that same setting, that same situation, which my pastor speaks about that. He speaks about how, God can give you a talent, a gift, and it will make room for you. But also, he will give you multiple talents that will get you in multiple different rooms or put you in a position where you set up, So, using your gifts and your talents, understanding that gifts and talents are definitely, they're two separate things, but both of them can get you where you need to be if you really allow for yourself to tap in to that part of yourself. So I am so honored and thankful to be able to present my book to the world. And I do, in all the stress with wedding planning, a bride sanity guide to wedding planning. It's bigger than just planning a wedding. That the book is bigger than what the title says. It's more in depth, and it has so many different perspectives that people can look at the story from or the book from. So I'm excited. March 2nd, 2023. And it's gonna be available everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. So like I said before, I'm not gonna be before you guys long. I just want to come out here and talk about my dreams and share with you guys some things that I got going on and talk about the book. But I just want to say that it has been an honor to be able to do this. I think this is like the 50th episode, but we coming back, as I stated before. But it's been an honor to do it thus far, and I'm excited for the return of the podcast when I come back and I'm rejuvenated on all fronts for you guys, and to be able to spread motivation and cheer and love and create that safe space for you guys that we are able to share. So I hope that you guys continue to ride with me and come back when I return, and that God continues to bless you and your family and everybody that's connected to you, and that you refer back to the episodes when you feel like you need a little motivation, right? Because it's not going nowhere. So you feel free to listen to whatever episode you want to, listen to them, refer back to them, and get your motivation on. It's still going to be there. And I thank you guys so much for everything, for just listening, for hearing me, for just being present in this moment, and in the moments that the time that I share with you guys every week. Thank you for being present and showing up, and that downloading and sharing with your friends or whatever you have done as we share these moments together. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my sabbatical, and I'll see you guys next time. It will be hopefully very soon, but as of right now, I just want to focus on me, and there's nothing wrong with that, focusing on you. So as always, don't forget to follow us on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, and RageWorksNetwork.com, where you can check out all our episodes, and check out some more episodes that they have other platforms, podcasters that are on RageWorks.com. They have so many different types of podcasts that you guys could enjoy, but check us out at RageWorksNetwork.com. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Alana Fuss, ALONAFUSS. You guys are going to be intrigued with the book. So don't forget to follow me so you can get the information on where you can find the book and support March 2nd, 2023. And always keep this in your mind and keep this in your spirit and keep it all the way deep down into your soul. The slaying for you is always the best lifestyle to live. All right. Until next time, guys, love you so much. Be safe. Keep God first in whatever you do. And I'll see you next time. Bye.